Welcome, welcome, welcome all to this Asian session on a Win Wednesday. I hope that you all have your pens and notepads and second device if at all possible. If you don't see your accountability partner on the call, make sure you send them a reminder text to let them know, hey, Asian session is underway. Let's go ahead and drop some sevens, hearts, ones, twos, or threes in the chat for your gratitude for this space, place, and opportunity. And if you made any gains in the week, drop a dollar sign for me, if you will, representing for Winning Wednesday. All right, all right, all right. Keep the love growing and flowing for our lead Forex educator, none other than Mr. Jeremy Glover. Sir, are you ready?
Yes, I am ready. Thank you. Giving it back to Miss Bowen for the warm welcome, warm introduction as she keeps us all on point for Winning Wednesdays and this whole organization. So we appreciate you, Miss Bowens. How's everybody doing today? Drop some flames in the chat if you're feeling lovely, if you're feeling supreme. Got some hearts in the chat. Awesome. All right, some flames and hearts. I take all that. All the love, for sure. All right. So today we're gonna actually be reviewing the last part of the trade journal that should be in your back office, uploaded to your back office. I just wanted to go over some numbers and calculate some things for you when it comes to withdrawals, when it comes to when you're going to do a withdrawal, or how to actually just withdraw from your account or use the compound effect at the same time, right? It's all about the compound effect, not to withdraw all your profits, but to withdraw some to pay yourself, because trading is a job and a career, a real career, and it's not just a side hustle, right? Background. Awesome. All right. Drop where you listening from in the chat, or where my voice is actually reaching. What city and state are you from? Drop what city and state that you're from, so I can see where my voice is reaching today. So I can see um Atlanta. Okay, nice. Turkey, North Carolina. Awesome. Think of Turkey, North Carolina, I think of Turkey the country almost. Birmingham, Alabama. Nice. Okay. Awesome. Alabama in the building. Alabama in the building. Chi-Town in the building. All right, Miss Brown, I see you. Newport News in the building. Virginia. Awesome. Let's go. Awesome. Well, welcome everybody onto the call today. I just wanted to see where everybody is tuning in from. Just like Miss Bowen said, make sure you have your accountability partner, or if not your accountability partner, get somebody on the line, right? Get somebody this information, because this information is going to change lives. Not only is it changing lives, it's changing lives, right? We are not just here to we're here to make sure that you are spiritually aligned and financially aligned, right? All right, let me share my screen. Yes, I like to do this whenever I can, because this literally is the plan, right? What plan? And if you haven't seen this, or if you haven't been on a call with me showing you this, you're I need you to either print this out and fill it out, or I need you to pull it up and write down answering these questions, writing these questions down. But I need y'all to do that as if you haven't done it yet, right? But I want to go down to number 8 through. I'm gonna review 8 through 13, right? 8 through 13. The reason why, um, because I see that there was, and we're gonna go ahead and say stop losses hit today. It's okay, right? Stop losses hit, right? we don't have a perfect. Trading is not perfect, just like a person is not perfect, right? So you just have to be mentally prepared for those losses, and you have to prepare yourself for those losses, and that's the main thing. If you're prepared for those losses, there's no surprises, right? You're not gonna look. Of course, us as individuals, us as people, right? We want to win all the time. When winning is lovely, we hate to lose, right? But when you lose, is how are you taking that loss, right? Are you a sore loser, or are you a sore loser? That's the question. You don't want to be a sore loser, right? Definitely want to take the L or the loss as a lesson, right? That's why we call it a lesson and not a loss, right? What did you learn from that loss, right? Well, of course, you're going to learn putting your stop loss, because stop losses are non-negotiable, right? So I wanted to go over the number 9. I want to start at number 9, which is, will you trade with a stop loss or take profit? And that should automatically be a yes, right, for that question. Then I'm gonna read the recommended to start trading with stop losses and take profits, so you will visually see how much you are risking. That's key to know how much you're risking, because it's all about risk to reward, right? How much you are risking. See it better like this. So hey, how much are you risking? Because it all goes by risk to reward. Matter of fact, we're gonna start at 8 as well. I'm gonna review 8 because 8 is keeping a record of your trades, right? So the reason why you're actually able to um, the only reason why we're actually able to show you the 89% to 90% win rate, right, is because we keep a record of the trades, the records of the wins and the losses. So that is key too in your own personal trading, right? You want to keep track of your wins and your losses. So you need to purchase a notebook. If you don't have a notebook, and if you don't have a notebook just for recording your trades, get a notebook recording just for your wins and losses on your trades, and that's going to be your journal or your journey, right? Your trade journey. You want to record your trade journey. So that's super important that you record your trade journey, so you can go back and see what happened around this time. Why did I lose this trade? And what's the reason for me losing this trade, right? Because it's always a reason why you lost that trade. And this will just give you some documentation on why you lost the trade, when you lost that trade, and what were you doing at that time, right? It's all about documentation, right? Documentation beats conversation any day, right? All right, so the next one, okay, I'm gonna keep on reading this because this is key right here. Depending on what type of trader you are, you may use mental stop losses and take profits, which will require you to be disciplined. So that actual bullet point is actually talking about a little bit advanced traders. They can actually put in a mental, right, but we want to put in that stop loss and stop profit, right? Because we want to make sure that you are protecting your account. How much will you fund your account with? Now, this is I like to go over this because well, I just want to tell you my favorite amount to fund an account with is $150, right? Every time I was able to put in $150, I was actually able to grow that exponentially, whether it be 150 from 150 to 1,000, and or 150 to whatever, right? That's just my number that I'm comfortable with, right? That's just the number that is enough leverage for me, right? So what are you going to deposit your account with? Is it going to be $50, $200? You want to have that because that's going to be how you're going to plan out your account, because that's going to actually show how much in profit you are. If you're over 50% today, or you over 100%. These are how you're going to actually calculate your wins and losses, right? Or calculate and record what you're actually trading. So how much money will you withdraw from your account? Right. So this is what I wanted to go over because A lot of people think that, I mean, well, just calculating it, just calculate what you want. How do you calculate that? Well, we use things like, we're going back to percentages, right? All this is math and percentages, right? We're making calculated risk. That's the key. The key in trading is to make calculated risk, right? So, once you make some profits, right? So, say I put in $200 just for easy math sake. I put in $200, and when do I want to do my withdrawals? Do I want to do my withdrawals weekly, bi-weekly, monthly, or quarterly? And sometimes you can even get to daily withdrawals. Once the account has enough leverage in it, you're actually able to make daily withdrawals if you want to. That's right? Nobody's telling you have to do this or have to do that. These are rules that you're setting on your own parameters, right? On your own, these are your own rules that you're setting, right? And I come to find out, when you set your own rules, we tend to follow them. But if somebody else sets those rules and we are disciplined for those rules, right, or not following those rules, we tend to follow those rules. So you have to find a way to discipline yourself, and it's called self-discipline, right? And how do you self-discipline? Self-discipline is disciplining self, right? Say I lost some money, right? How am I going to discipline myself? Well, I'm going to discipline myself by first not getting back into the trade, because you're after that you're chasing a trade, right? Um, those are certain things, and we could go over that on another call on self discipline and breaking down self discipline, because that is key as well, right? So I wanted to see, when you withdraw, will you take 80% of your profits and leave 20? And this is the 80-20 rule. 80% of your profits and leave 20. So your account is consistently growing. So these percentages show the compound effect rule, right? They show what percent you are actually compounding on your account, and you're actually able to take withdrawals as well. So it's going to compound because you're leaving a percentage in there and you're trading on that percentage, right? So your main thing is, if you have $200, right, calculate that $200 and say you make $1,000. So which means you really only made $800, but you have $1,000 in your account, right? So you want to take that 80 per 80 80 800, right? You want to take that 800. Let's get to a calculator. All right, so this is, let's see. Let's share. There we go. All right, so this is the calculator, right? So let's say we put in that 800, right? 800, and you want to times that by 80%. 80% equals $640 is 80% of 800. So that 80% will be what you will leave in there, right? Or what you will take out. And if you would take that, that's what you would take out. But then what you want to do is figure out what you want to do with your money from trading, because you're just doing withdrawals, and you don't have a plan for that money, right? But so you will take out, um leave 20, take out 80, right? So you're taking out $640. So that $640 could be, placed inside of an account to actually travel, right? You can put that inside of an account to reinvest into something. You want to have a plan for that $640, because usually when you don't have a plan for it, it's usually get wasted, or you're spending it on frivolous things, right? All right, so we're gonna do minus 800. So this leaves you 160 in the account plus, so it'll be the 160 plus the 200. So this will be what you actually have in your account, right? 160 plus 200. So now you have 360 in your account, right? So you've withdrawn 640. So you paid yourself, right? Make sure that you pay yourself. That is key. Now, how do you do that? Are you going to do it bi-weekly, weekly? You want to choose when you want to pay yourself, right? Because you get paid bi-weekly on your jobs, right? So look along the lines of getting paid bi-weekly, or just like I say, it's whatever you want to do. But I'm just showing y'all how to actually use the 80-20 rule on your account, right? And then we're going to look at how to use the 60-40 rule, right? Or the 70-30 rule. So the 70-30 would be the same way, right? You make 800 dollars. Let's go back to the $800 example, right? Yeah, $800, and you are timesing that by 70%, right? So you're taking 560, right? Taking 560 out, you're placing that inside another account that you're going to reinvest, or your investment account, or just a emergency fund account. That could just be your emergency fund account that you just want to throw in there, the just in case fund account. You want to at least have a plan for your money, not just be doing withdrawals, because just like I said, you got to have a plan for that money. So then you want to withdraw, subtract that from 800, and then you have 240. So 240, right? 240 plus 240 plus 200. 240 plus 200. And that 200 is your initial deposit, right? So that initial deposit is still in there. So which means you've withdrawn twice out of the account, which means you're pretty set on withdrawals once you get a system going, right? So now you got 440, and you keep on doing that, but you want to pick one of these examples. All right. So you want to pick one of these examples, whether you want to do the 60-40 rule, the 50-50 rule, or just those examples I just showed you. But that's how you calculate it. You calculate, your profits times the percentage, and then you decide whether you're going to take or leave. Now, you can do it either way. You can leave 70 and take 30. You just want to decide which percentage that you want to take. But this the key to what I'm telling you is to get plan your withdrawals out and have a plan for your money. So what will you use that money for? Pay off debt, right? Living expenses, which your living expenses is normally you should run your actual budgeting at the 80-20 as well. Whereas 80% goes to paying off debts, living expenses, and things like that. And the 20% goes back into, 10% goes back to the communities, right? That you pour into, and 10% goes into another investment, right? You got to keep that plan going, whether it be your trade plan or your real bank account, right? Further investment. Okay, so how will you do personal development to keep your mental toughness? And we have personal development inside the back office, or you can find personal development on your YouTube. YouTube is good for personal development. So on those tough days that you lose, like today, go listen to some Eric Thomas or something, right? Eric Thomas is a good motivational speaker. You could be self motivated as well. You could just go running around the loop, or go jogging or something, go exercise, right? Go eat healthy, right? Those things could be great for personal development, because your health is your wealth, right? So I just reviewed 8 through 13, and yeah, so remember, do your withdrawals, have a plan for your money. Also, make sure you do take profit and stop loss. Make sure you know how to enter your take profit and stop losses, right? and how to record your trading. Main thing is how to record your trading and your withdrawals. All this stuff is important. Just like I said, print it out, go to the back office, print it out, get to where you can, write it down in your notebook, maybe in your trade journal where you're gonna be, recording all your trades, right? Get to that, and then you definitely gonna be. See, we got a hand raise. Okay, oh, give me a moment. All right, we'll go to the yes, you can unmute yourself. Yes, you can unmute yourself. I see you have your hand raised. Did you mean to raise your hand? That's unmute. How you doing?
Boom, boom. Peace, peace, peace. King Jeremy, give thanks for your tutelage. Give thanks for what you're bringing forth. And give thanks, King Bay. Give thanks, Queen Asia, holding it down. Give thanks to the family that's showing up for your own rescue. Real quickly, because you went over mental toughness, you went over, a number of things. But I was in the back office, the vote, so that I can go ahead and print that down. Because the last time I caught a screenshot, I'm like, hold tight, I need to go to the vote. So that's in there. When you talk about mental toughness, I just wanted to make sure that the family had two things. Go back there and Trading in the Zone. That book alone, for everyone to have that in a PDF, is so dope. It's just to have that in PDF form. But there is an app, and I guess I'll put it in the chat. I'll get and put it in the chat. It's called Speechify. Speechify. Anything that you have that you can put in a PDF or your Word, you put it in Speechify, and guess what? That's how you have your mobile university in your car. And when you cooking, when you're doing things, because now this can talk to you in any voice and read out that PDF. So that's something that you can just do intermittently throughout your life with Speechify on this and anything else. But I did want to make sure that the family had that jewel so that they can, keep up on things when so many other things are going on, and you want to distract yourself from the distractions by putting more focus on what you're looking for and where you're going. This is just something that can help out. Speechify, download, Trading in the Zone, and the other works that's in the vault, or whatever other other periodicals that you have that's relating to what you're doing in your life, just to help it out. I just wanted to drop that while you was doing what you're doing, and I'm out. Give thanks.
Appreciate you, brother. Appreciate you. Yeah, Speechify. Okay. That was a new nugget. Yeah. So Speechify obviously reads out the actual read at the actual out the ebook. So that's dope. Okay. All right, Miss Brown. Yeah, I can answer your questions. And while I'm answering these questions, make sure you drop some pairs in the chat to look at so we can mark them up. Okay, I'm gonna go to
Good
JPY.
evening, Jeremy. Jeremy, how are you?
Doing great. How you doing?
I'm doing good.
Awesome.
My question
Awesome.
is, okay, you said treat this as a job, right?
Mm-hmm.
So on my job, they take out tax. We should, and we're getting this money, and you have to account for taxes, right?
Mm-hmm.
You gotta pay taxes.
Gotta pay taxes. Yes, that's one thing we can't get around, right?
Yep. So I don't know how much money you made. I haven't made that much yet, but do you account for taxes?
Yes, yes, of course. They send you a 1099 at the end of the year. Usually either through your depending on where you're receiving your deposits at. Usually these accounts are usually going to be through Cash App or some type of cryptocurrency deposit. So
Hmm.
usually that platform will send you a 1099,
Okay.
and they'll let you know what your gains was, what your losses was. Sometimes Yeah, so yeah, that platform that you actually get your deposits on,
Mhm.
will actually send you a actual tax document at the end of the year.
No, I'm not talking about the document. I'm talking about the money that you got to pay Uncle Sam. So
Yeah,
when
what do
you're
you mean?
taking this money,
Uh-huh.
when you're taking this money out, so
Hmm.
I would have a different account for, I don't know, a percentage of that money, if it's 80%, 20%. So you
Uh-huh.
leave 20 and you take 80. So
Mhm.
a percentage of that 80 should be accounted for paying taxes on this money, right?
Sure.
Okay.
Sure. And how you're gonna keep just like I say, that's why I was like saying how you keep account of that is where you you actually get the deposits from your withdrawal.
Yeah.
And that's how you keep account of that. And yes, you would do that plus plus get that document from the actual platform and then give that to
Right.
your tax professional.
Yep.
Right.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you.
All right. See. All right. So I'm gonna go to JPY because JPY look like it has a yellow folder, but there's a red folder on JPY that there's a red folder on JPY. Let me go to forexfactory.com really quick so I can show you. So that I see that there was a yellow folder on JPY for 8:30. So as you can see, it's about to be 8:30. So I wanted to see if it actually reacted. It's going to react to. See, we got 3 minutes and some change right here. It shows you. It's a yellow folder, but if you look, we have a bunch of red folders tomorrow. But if you look, it's the same thing as what GBP JPY is going to have. It's a red folder on those, but and it also USD has that same folder. So we're gonna see if that yellow folder reacts to the news. Trade view. I like to trade GBP JPY or USD JPY if because GBP JPY is going to be moving pretty much all night because there's news for GBP, there's news for JPY. So Um, yeah. See about what we got going on down here. That's gold. So we can review. Hold up, we'll review gold in a minute, but so I wanted to show y'all what gold did from the last markup we did.
Jeremy, you're not sure on screen.
Okay, thank you. All right, there we go. Appreciate that. All right, so GBP JPY. All right, so we want to look at current price, right? Of course, we want to look at current price. And this is how I would set up this strategy. It's 3 minutes, 2 minutes before. Let's see if I can set it up fast enough. Just by quickly. So we're going to find a lower low, right? Current lower low, current higher high, right? Near current price. This is on the 5 minute, right? All right, so higher high, lower low, and then we're going to find the entry, right? We're going to find our entry by just looking left to see where it reached last, and it reached up here last, or you can put your entry up here. But this is going to be what will be my buy stop, right? My buy stop meaning looking forward to buy and continue, and then we're going to put it down here for the next entry. Left, see where it. That's a pretty good entry, but I'm gonna break it down a little bit lower. Because as you can see, this little point right here is where it dropped down last, so that it could go down there and bounce off of there. So we're just waiting now for, now this is a sell stop down here, right? We're putting a sell stop down here, and we're gonna see how this reacts to the news. it's already a downtrend. So because it looks like a head and shoulders pattern, right? You were to look at patterns before the news, you see a head and shoulders pattern. It's the head right here. All right, so we're gonna see if this reacts. So shoulder, head, shoulder, right? This is what we're looking at on that. So let's see. Yeah, it didn't react because it's already 8:30. So yeah, the yellow folder didn't react. So null and voided, right? But I just wanted to show y'all just what it will look like, because on the last call we actually got a good example. But that was a yellow folder, and this shows you what a yellow folder does. This is the JPY had a yellow folder and nothing reacted. So just about what a yellow folder would do. But sometimes the yellow folders are actually are active. They actually do start moving a lot. But just going by this to erase all the actual drawings that's on here, it looks like an inverted head and shoulder. I mean, a head and shoulders pattern, right? It looks like it's going to be selling the rest of the night. And keep your eye on GBP JPY so you can see what it does. So you can see that you got to just got to trust what you see. Trust what you see, because what you see is what you see. So head and shoulders pattern looking like a sell going in, and we're going to keep our eye on that for see if it plays out. All right, so let's go to gold, show you what actually happened on the markup on gold, right? So this was the markup on gold on the last class, right? We saw inverted head and shoulders pattern, and it did what we said it was going to do. What did it do? We said it was going to pass the neckline, right? All right. So what did we say it was going to do? We said it was going to pass the neckline, which this red was the neckline. It pushed past the neckline, which this candle right here is pretty much, this red candle right here was pretty much the pullback or the comeback and touch. This was the touch. This really right here was the push up out, and the touch was this red candle. So entries would have been in this red candle right here for the touch, and then it continued up, right? It may have played in the zone for a while. It played in the zone like pretty much all night, right? Up and down, up and down. But then it actually broke out of the zone, right? Broke out of the top. But we would have been out by now, because this blue candle would have been our TP, right? That blue candle from that red candle from this top to bottom. Let's see. So great pippage as far as that goes. So that would have been your TP right there, and your TP would have smacked, right? If you just would have been patient, or you can cancel out and take your profits whenever you want to, because you want to manage your account properly, and that's how you manage your account properly. Either being patient and wait till your TP hits, or you can take your money whenever you need to. Or you can do this. You can move your stop loss into stop profit. That's what I like to do, just if I'm going to hold a trade. But I'm not a long-term trader, so that's what that trade plan will show you. It will see what type of trader you are, right? What type of trader are you? Are you a scalper? Are you a long-term trader or short-term trader? So what I see on here today is another inverted head and shoulders pattern, to be honest. And it's, as you can see, it's back inside of the same zone. That's not a coincidence on why it's back inside that same zone, right? So that's pretty much the zone that it's been playing in, right? As you can see, this was Monday. This is currently Wednesday. So it's that, and then it dropped. And as you can see, you could have caught the drop as well as the buy. You could have well along caught the drop because of this pattern right here. You just have to be able to see those patterns and capitalize on those patterns, right? Put in your stop loss and take profit in. So why do I say that it's an inverted? Why do I say that it's an inverted? Right here is pretty much the head. It's small head, right? But the head extends past the shoulders. The head extends past the shoulder. Right here would be the shoulder, right? And right here would be the other shoulder. So anything after that are just pullbacks, right? Are just pullbacks, right? And we shall see how this one plays out. But what it's looking like is the inverted head and shoulders again, as it was over here, which is a reversal pattern, right? So gold looking like it's about to go into a buy tonight. Let's see any other. Let's see what the type of pairs that we have in the chat. Okay, speechify.com. So he dropped it. Awesome. All right. XAU, Miss Sutton, I just went over that. EU. Okay, EU. Okay, let's see. Let's look at EU. Europe. And Europe USD has news tomorrow. So it's a bunch of red folders tomorrow. The actual market is going to be super live tomorrow. All right. So what do I see on here? I'm going to erase all the actual. All right. So what do I see on here? I see a inverted. Right. I see it inverted. Where do you see it inverted at? And all of this right here could be the head, right? And this right here could be the shoulder. So that's what I'm looking at on 5 minute. Just looking at the 5 minute, just looking at what it's doing right now. Now, let's go find the higher high and lower low. Go to the daily, right? Find a higher high and lower low like this. Yeah. Find a higher high and lower low like this. Look at all this news right here happening. It's a bunch of news happening. Higher high, lower low, higher high. All right, so we sandwiched in price, right? Let's see what it's doing on the hour. The hour looks like a buy as well. As you can see, this is a W formation. We talked about those W's. Look at this. Look at that. And then the buy. TP big at the next high zone up here. That's how you would set your TPs if you were to enter right here. This is how you would set that. You will want to go long, right? Go long and set your TPs. And look, that's about, what do we normally do? 20 pips, 20 to 25 pips, and stop loss. Want to set your stop loss? This is how you set your stop loss. 15 pips. About 15 pips, right? And you just made your own signal, right? Just from entering right here, right? And putting your TP up here and your stop loss down here. And how you would actually find your stop loss is lining up the bottom of this. Right here. Entry. TP. Right? Any questions on the information that you just received? Nice. Okay. Jocelyn, awesome, bro. Awesome, my guy. That's awesome. He set it said his TP hit today for a trade that he placed on the neckline last week and hit 85 pips. 1 cent demo. Hey, it's all good. Awesome. Practice makes perfect, man. So congratulations on that. Congratulations on that win. That's a win. Setting it from the neckline, right? Knowing where to find that neckline, right? Knowing where to find that neckline. Any other questions?
Unmuted Miss Rose.
Okay. So the question is, you said, where do you set your, where's your entry point on this chart you're showing here?
Your entry point will be where it is right now, where it is currently. Like, say you were to hit market execution buy right now. So your entry would be right here where this green line is, where this green line is, where current price is. That's current
Or
price.
current price? Okay.
And then you would calculate your pips, whether you want to do, we normally do a 15 pip stop loss because it's a good because that's a good good thing a good indicator away from your price to not come back and hit it. But 15 pips stop loss and 20 to 25 pips in take profit, because the market normally moves 20 to 25 pips at a time.
Okay. Thanks.
All right, awesome. Any other questions? No question is a dumb question. Timothy, what's going on, my guy? You can unmute yourself. You can unmute yourself.
Yes, good evening. Hello, everybody. So I have a question. I was trying to set, as you were saying, buy stop or buy limit on my trade locker. But when I went to press it on the execution for pending, it only gave me buy or sell limit. It didn't give me the buy stop. Do I have to do anything special to pull up buy stop or sell stop instead of the limits?
It's just when you pull it up, it should say stop on there. Is there not an option for stop? It should be an option on there for stop, and it should be an option on there for a limit.
That I didn't see it. It was only a limit, but because I'm checking again, I just didn't see it.
Okay.
So I was wondering if I had to do special. So I'll just look a little closer then.
Okay.
So it should be right there for me, correct?
Should be right there for you, and if not, we will figure out, what where it is and where we can find it for you.
Okay, I'll do a little more searching too, just to check. But thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Timothy. Thank you. Anything else? Anybody had any hiccups? Any questions? I guess we could go over the difference between a buy stop, sell limit again. All right, so we're gonna zoom out.
Well, hold on, Jeremy. Jason had a question in the chat.
Okay.
His head and shoulders looking to complete. You know
Head and
what? I'm
shoulders
so sorry. I think he was just referring to something. My
Right,
apologies.
right. He was referring to his neckline entry and things like that. Okay, I'm reading it now though. Headline looking to complete on the daily. Okay, so on the daily, so you was long term trading. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Okay. If the right shoulder forms, we just completed the neckline. Awesome. Yeah, he was just stating that his success on the demo account, which you got to treat your demo account like your real account, because if you don't treat your demo account like your real account, then it could get a little crazy, right? So definitely. But just want to go over. All right, so a buy. I'm gonna do buy limit at the bottom. All right, this will be the last part of this. We the buy limits at the bottom. Go over that. Buy limit. Look at that buy going in on EU though for the hour. It's going in right now. But buy limit. Yeah. Sell limits. All right. So when you're looking at the buy limit and sell limit, normally buy limits go at the bottom, sell limits go at the top. So you're looking for a buy to come in at the bottom of the zone, right? You're looking for a reversal to happen. So you may have looked left and see where it bounced off of recently, right? You may have looked left and saw that it's about to bounce off this zone again, right? So you look left and it may be about to bounce off that zone again. So what you do, you put a buy limit down here, it activates, and then you put your stop loss and your take profit in. And how you do that, of course, you move your stuff right here and set your TPs at either 20 pips or 25 pips. Or you just all trading is making calculated risk, right? Calculated risk. You're risking already. You're risking once you hit buy, once you hit sell, you're already in a risk. It's just, is it calculated enough? So buy limit, you're looking for it to activate down here, and it activated, right? Activated, bought. You just hit 20 pips. After it hits that 20 pips, what do you do? You go inside your journal, document that you just made 20 pips, $200 off of 10 cents, right? Well, 20, you say you made $20. If you made $20, $200, $2,000, right? You want to document that in your journal. You want to document that, so you can have that to go back to later on that win, right? And as well as the sell limit. So the sell limit, right? It's buying, price is buying. Price is buying from down here, right? Buying. You're looking for it to reverse at the sell limit, right? You got a sell limit set right here because you're expecting it to sell. And it does a M formation, right? And then drops. Then does a what? Head and shoulders pattern, right? And then drops. Right? So within that, how do you set your limits, right? How do you set your TPs again? You want to go short? This time you want to go short. The shorts mean you are selling. You want to calculate your risk, whether it be 8 to 15, right? 15 pips away. And 20 pips away. 20 pips. 20 pips in that direction, right? And that's how you set your entries once you actually get your have your sell limit in. Have your sell limit in, already put your stop loss in and your take profit. And once this activates, you pretty much just set it and forget it when it comes to that, right? But the key thing is you have your take profit and your stop loss in. That is key. All right, let's see. We got some stuff. Chat. Scalping also equates to a short trade. Yes, scalping is a short trade. Long term, daily, day traders they trade pretty much the daily candle like pretty much all day. And then you have position traders, right? Position traders stay in trades longer than a day. They stay in trades for weeks, months. Position traders are, how I like to look at the stock market. You hold stocks for a long amount of time, waiting for it to grow. Those are normally position traders, right? So yes. All right. Any questions, comments while we close out this session? Opening up the floor for some more questions as we close out this session. Yes, ma'am. Ms. Brown.
Since we use Trade Locker, I see you
Yes.
going. You're putting the lines. Can we just go into Trade Locker and put what $20 for take profit and I don't know $50 for a stop loss instead of moving lines or adding lines?
Oh, I'm just doing that as an example per se.
Okay.
And I'm just educating you on what the tax actually sell limit and buy limit is.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Because I use Trade Locker and I just go and put $10 take profit and whatever for stop loss and I'm done.
Okay. Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm just here educating on the sell limits right now. Just what they actually use for.
Okay.
Right. So, any other questions? Comments?
I got a question for everybody on the call.
Okay.
I posted a question in the Telegram earlier today. And I need somebody to answer, whether they come off mute or drop it in the chat. What are the 3 keys?
Jocelyn, go ahead.
Jason.
Yes, sir.
Tempted. Yes, the 3 keys are definitely discipline, patience, and consistency. Those are keys to live by. So life, not
Absolutely.
just that training, but everything.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I will send you a Cash App. It's a decrease from what I was going to do earlier because no one answered earlier, but it's okay. Just make sure you send me your Cash App tag. Absolutely. I will be doing this intermittently going forward. Might randomly ask a question. And so it's very, very important that you all take notes. It's important that you all show up, you all pay for this access. Don't waste it. We have a question. Kim, go ahead.
Yes, hi. I just wanted to say that Joel answered your question in the Telegram chat earlier today.
Yeah.
She said those same 3 items that Jason just said.
I didn't see it.
It's in there.
I'll look. Thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you.
All right. Well, they're giving out cash apps for answering questions. So stay tight to the Telegram. Stay tight to the questions being asked because you can make some money. All right. All right. Yes, Tim. How you doing? Yes.
Pardon? That was a mistake.
Oh, okay. I thought you just wanted to talk to me, huh? I understand.
Oh, yeah, for sure. I'm on.
Awesome. 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 Yes. All right. Okay. All right. Any questions before we segue? Any questions before we segue? Yes. So you're earning money as we grow, right? Make sure that you share this opportunity with somebody because we are growing together, and yes, we would definitely want. Okay, so he dropped his Telegram his Cash App in the chat. But yeah, bro, make sure you share this information, this opportunity with somebody because this is literally a way to generate extra income, a way to um, make extra, not just extra money for Christmas, but just make extra money for the holidays, right? Make extra money for yourself to travel. This is why we go over the trade plans. This is why we go. We're sticking to the script, right? Stick to the script. Whatever plans that you have set up, for your trading, make sure that you are disciplined enough to follow those because I always say if you don't follow your rules, you're going to be following somebody else's rules, right? And if you're able to follow somebody else's rules, you're actually able to follow your own rules, right? You just have to be disciplined, patient, and consistent, right? So I'm going to um, make sure that y'all tune in to the New York session tomorrow, right? Make sure that y'all tune in to the binary session tomorrow. And I see y'all at the beaches and the bank. Right? Peace, peace.